She will be presenting her icebreaker, which is titled Me. Nicole grew up in Miami-Dade County, and now she lives in Hollywood. She's married. We have her husband here. And she is a mother, and they are parents of 2 teenage boys. Nicole is a call center and data services manager at McNeil Group, which is located in Sunrise. We're very, very honored that she's doing her icebreaker this evening. Please help me welcome Nicole.
Madam Toastmaster, fellow Toastmaster, and most welcome guests. My name is Nicole Preston, and I will be presenting my icebreaker this evening. Who is Nicole Preston? Who am I? What have I achieved? Where am I? These were several questions that ran through my head while preparing for my speech. My first speech, the icebreaker. My parents grew up in the Deep South. They were actually born and raised there. In the late 60s, early 70s, they moved up north for a better opportunity. I was born February 10, 1976 in Jamaica, Queens, New York. Now, if anyone were to ask me anything about living in New York, I'd have no clue, as my parents decided to move back down south to the state of Florida in 1978. I grew up in Homestead, Florida, which is actually a city located about 35 miles south of Miami. My father was a farmer, and my mother was a stay-at-home mom. Not only was my father a farmer, he was also a pastor and a preacher. So that made me a PK, which is also known as a preacher's kid. I'm grateful that I grew up in church. Because I grew up in church, I have strong faith, belief, and values that I will never compromise for anything. I am the oldest child. I actually have 3 sisters. And my parents would always remind me, Nicole, remember, you have to set a good example for your younger siblings. And I set out to do just that. All throughout grade school, I was a straight A student. I loved school. I loved reading. I loved to spell. And one of my greatest achievements in grade school was that I was my grade school spelling bee champion. And I'm very, very proud of that. Fast forward to 1987. I'm about to attend 6th grade. So I'm really excited about that because I was going to be attending a performing arts magnet school where I actually auditioned for the music, drama, and also the dance programs. I was selected for the music and drama programs. My mother suggested that I choose music, but she also allowed me to make my own decision. So I chose drama. So I'm really excited. I'm thinking, wow, this is going to be the best year ever. And I was just too excited. I couldn't explain it. But little did I know that this year would be one of the toughest, if not the worst year of my life. November 6, 1987, my mother passed away in a car accident. And my life would never be the same. My father would remarry. He married someone that was also widowed, and she also had 4 children. So now I'm in a family of 10. Wow. And things are crazier than ever. My escape would be to participate in every single extracurricular activity at school that I could. And I did that. All throughout middle school, I played basketball. I fell in love with the sport of basketball. I was pretty good at it, too. I also danced as well. And throughout high school, I participated in the high school band. I was also a dancer with my high school band. In 1992, another huge event happened in my life. August 24th, 1992, Hurricane Andrew struck Florida, South Florida, and my city, the city of Homestead, Florida, took the biggest hit. I was 16 years old, and that was one of the most terrifying events in my life. And I am quite sure that I will discuss this event in one of my later speeches. I'm a strong believer that everything happens for a reason, and that God does not put more on you than you can bear. In life, we have good days, and we also have our bad days. And since we only have one life to live, we must try our best to make the best of our lives. My childhood and upbringing and past experiences are a part of what makes me me. Madam Toastmaster.
Wow.